Today, we are going to speak about the process management. Any good Linux administrator, particularly a hacker, should be very good in the process management. For example, you are a hacker and you want to stop any antivirus process. So, first, it's very important that you should know that what is the process running behind an antivirus, which process you have to kill in order to stop your antivirus. So let's look on to some of the processes that how you can find them, how you can kill them, how you can prioritize them, or even a hacker have taken over your control, how you can kill their processes. So process is basically a system, or you can say a simply program that's running and using resources. It includes terminal, web server, any running commands, any databases, the GUI interface, and it could be like anything. Okay. So very first thing that how you can find it, right? So let's get into the CLI. I'll click it here. I will launch CLI and I want to zoom a little bit so that you can view it properly, right? And let's make it large or even from here. Cool. Now you have full screen. Let's zoom a little bit more. Cool. So very first command is the PS. PS means that what are the processes currently active. So if I run the command PS, it tells me that what are the current active processes. So there are two processes active current right now. One of that's ZSH, and another process is itself PS because I have run that command PS. So there's one processes PS run, and that's giving you these results. So first, obviously, like you should see that only two processes are running. You were saying that thousands of processes are running. So this is like active sessions by me. But if you want to look onto other sessions, you can use the command ps aux, like ps aux. Okay. So whenever you run the ps aux, it will show all processes running on the system for all users. So you see that how many results we get, right? Because this is for all users on the system, basically everything. So you see that the results. It's like so huge result. It's just run in the fraction of seconds, everything on top. If I'm scrolling up, you see that there's a huge result. Okay, and now I'm scrolling down, and you see how many processes it is having. But obviously, like this is not right way. How you will find that which process is running, utilizing high resources or low resources? That's not good, right? So in that case, you should be running a command that is known as the top. Top command basically tells you that which system resources are being utilized more or which of the processes are utilizing more resources. But before that, I want to show you the grep commands that if you want to find out any of the process which is running. So there is like one of the Metasploit framework MSF console. So I will run this process and then I will tell you that how to find that. So I will just run one process that is basically MSF console. This is one of the Metasploit framework for the hackers, and hackers use it a lot. Okay. So if I run this MSF console, it will take some time to completely run it. Once it is run, then I will search in my PuTTY, or you can say this terminal, that how I can find out this process. So obviously, like this Metasploit is now running. And if I find this process, so uh, let me open one more terminal. Okay. And here I can show you the grep command. So this time, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run ps aux, but I will grep. Grep means that please find only specific. So what is my keyword? My keyword will be MSF console, what I just run on the background, right? So any user who has run this MSF console in the background, and I'm a new user, I don't know that what is running. So what I just trying to find out that it's something Metasploit running in my system or not. Okay. So is if I hit this command, now I get the results. If you see here the results, I'm making it the screen little bit bigger so that you can view it in single line. Okay, so now you can see it that the Kali is the owner. Okay, so that's basically running, and how much resources it's utilizing, that you can see it here. And this is like process ID, right? What time it got run. This is the time. Okay, so that's how you can see that, okay, something MSF console is running. So if I stop it here, suspended. Now if I go to that MSF console, we don't find anything. Correct? That's how we can find out that which processes are currently running. So now let me tell you the top command. Whenever I run, let me clear this. So if I run the top means that what are the top 10 processes, or you can say top 10 processes which are utilizing the high resources on my system. So if I hit enter top, these are the top resources which are utilizing my resources. You can see the percentage CPU, percentage memory, right? So 1.7% of CPU, this is the top one which is utilizing. Second number, it will be this 1.3% of CPU, 0.3%. So that's how you can find out. Remaining are they running, but they are not utilizing more resources on my system. Another thing is that how you can prioritize any process. So there are like multiple processes running on your system, but for certain reasons, you want to prioritize your process. So, for example, you're a hacker and you want to prioritize your process. So, how you can give more priority? So, the command for that is basically nice. The name is nice. So, if you do this like nice, and then it make that process nice, it means that it increases its priority. Okay, so it has like 20 value. So if I give you a very good example here, then what is happening, if you remember the number line, so based on the number line, it is having line values from, let me change the color. So if you have remember the number line, it has a value 0 somewhere, and minus values and plus values. So this nice value starts from minus 20 and goes up to 19, plus 19 you can say. If that includes 0. So total minus 20 to 20 is means like 40 stages you are having in this number line. So you can increment or decrement your values on these values only, not minus 40 you cannot do. Okay. Next thing, lower the priority, lower the value you can say. Lower value means like minus 20 is the highest priority. So the number you will be lowering it, the more priority the process will be getting. Okay. So how you can do that? So I will take just a dummy process because I don't want to disturb any of the running processes and my system goes down. Okay. So let me just tell you that how basically you can use that command. So I can use this command like this, nice, and then you can use this hyphen n and decrement that process value. And for example, it is running under bin, and the name of the process, for example, is leaf. Okay. So in that case, what it will do, it will nice make that process leaf pad by -10. So it will reduce the number -10. It means that that will be the prioritized via the different values. But if you want that, no, I don't want to prioritize, I want to make that process a little bit slower. So in that case, you can, what you can do, you can just do the plus 10. Like if you don't plus put minus sign, if you just put plus 10, and then you use the same thing like as a bin and leaf pad. Okay, I put tab and there are a lot of things coming. Not to worry. Leaf pad. Okay, so if I do like this, it means that process will be a little bit slower. So currently there's like no processes running inside that bin. So that's why it is saying like this. All right. Next thing, and which is very important, which is that how to kill your process. If you want to kill any of the processes, there are like different, around like 64 kill signals. Those are available, but obviously, like you don't need to go for all of them. Okay. And you need only certain kill signals. So total there are 64, but you need only certain kill signals. So let me give you just one example, that is like kill hyphen one. So whenever you put kill hyphen one, number one, kill one means if you want to restart any process. So if you like find any process ID, for example, I run the command as stop, or don't run the top, I will just run as ps aux. Okay. Or let me do this way. That's good. So if I found this process ID 14982, let me run one post process. Okay. Vim and this and if I run this process and further, if I zoom this, okay, I think it's visible to you. Let me close this. And if I run the now psbox get Vim, you see there's two processes running right now. Vim Anuj, which I just running in the background. Okay, so this is like Vim Anuj process is running, and I want to restart this process. Okay, so for that I can use that command kill hyphen one, and the process ID I will use that Vim1, that is 15050, which is this one. Correct. So if I hit enter, you see the what is happening in the background. Whatever was running that got closed. Okay. So Vim got deadly signal HUP. Vim finished. ZSH hang up Vim Anuj. Okay. So that's basically like restarts the process. But right now this is like a text editor, so it does not restart. But usually if like this normal processes, it will restart it. If you want to like kill the process and do not want to start it back, you can use the signal kill 9. Okay, so I will use that kill hyphen 9 and then the process ID. So I forgot the process ID, so I will run psaux first, and then I will use kill hyphen 9, and then I will use the process ID number, which is 15798. 15798. And you see the background, it just killed my process. Killed Vimano's. Okay. That's how basically we kill the process. There is a case like whenever you don't know the process ID and you just know the name. So in that case, also we can kill that. And if I take the same example once again, run this command, Okay, now this is like vim editor running. If I go my another window, and now if I search the same psox and grep vim, I can see the process ID at the top 18399, but still let's suppose I don't know the process ID. I know the name that I have to kill all vim processes. Okay. So in that case, I can use this command kill all -9 vim. If I hit enter, you see the background, it just kills the process vim manage, right? So that's how it can you can do with the name of vim. You can kill any of the processes with the name only. Next thing is like scheduling any process. So there are like multiple ways you can schedule your process. Either it is a certain time, like one time you want to run, or you want to schedule to run on the regular intervals, like weekly schedule you have, and you want to run it every Sunday. For example, a backup jobs, right? So you want to take your system backup every week, every Sunday, or it could be every Saturday. So how you basically run those jobs? There are two ways to schedule a job, or I can say there are two ways you can schedule a job. There's your requirement. One type of job that you want to run only once, and there are certain types of jobs which you want to run at the regular interval, right? So they are like recurring jobs. So for example, you want to take a backup, so that you want to take every weekend. So for example, you want to take on Saturday. So you use different commands for that. While if you want to run any job at a certain time and certain commands to be executed, then we use command at. So there's two types of commands. There's one is at. So whenever I use at, it means that I want to run that job only once. Another way, recurring. So for that, we use the cron, but cron I'm not going to cover right now. I will cover that in the upcoming videos. So for example, you want to run anything at 7:20 p.m. There are like multiple syntax you can use not only for that specific time. There are different syntax. I will come back. So for example, you want to run any job at 7:20 p.m. So what I want to run, for example, I want to open Vim editor and I want to Vim editor with the name of Anuj, right? And after that one, you have to press the Control D. So once you press the Control D, it says that okay, job 4. So this is like has been scheduled. This will be run at 19/20/2024. So it just gives you the job date and time and the job number. So for like time, not only the 7:20, there are like different ways to schedule it. Like suppose you want to schedule at 7:20 on next month or June to June 25, right? I can also mention the year as well. So for example, I want to run at the specific date. I can give like 06/25 and 2024. Okay, so the complete date. So any job, even you want to schedule after 2 years, that you can do. Okay, so do you see that how it is working? So right now, I just cancel it. No job schedule. Another way, these are like syntax I'm telling you. So for example, you want to schedule any job tomorrow. So it will also take us a tomorrow. Okay. So I will, if I write like this tomorrow, it will take that command. Okay. I'll cancel this. And for example, I want to uh, take anything like at now and plus 10 hours. That is also possible after 10 hours if you want to execute anything, right? So there's like different syntax you can use. You can follow the articles on the Linux and you can find, but these are like more than sufficient. Regarding cron, scheduling a job, recurring job, that I'll be covering up in the next video. So this was it for me. If you want to follow more videos, you can visit my website. My website is freshdeveloper.online. And here you can see, let me increase the font size. Okay, so you can see these videos under self-learning, the cybersecurity, and the Linux for hackers. So all the videos I have consolidated here, you can watch them one by one. So I'll be adding one more today's videos as well here. So there are some more you can find out like networking basics, checkpoint, and also that you can explore. They are all are under this self-learning. Okay. All right, guys. See you soon in the next video. Till that, bye bye.